But whatever, we are starting here with the first round here of the Fatal Cup 2 competition that has a prize pool of 200 euro. We have, yeah, some players here on the server where the top 16 is going through directly into the second round. And then we have the 17th to 20th position going into the sort of loser bracket thingy. Speak louder. Dude, I have no idea how microphone works, man. Do you see the mic? I have no idea about that. I mean, I know that my microphone quality is fine, but I know that I can probably get more out of that with a better microphone, because this one was like 40 euro or 30 euro or something. It wasn't expensive. So we can talk about that in between the round. GA is at 19, Chris. And whatever. So let's go at here. So we have the top 16 going through. So that's the format or the battle that we are looking out for. And this map in particular wasn't really that easy for me. This speed check here that Elcon went over on is definitely something that is not that easy to do, because you have to hit a very, very certain angle. But how this format works, you play rounds mode. We have 4 maps in the map pool right now, and they will be played in 4 rounds, so a total of 16 rounds, and you collect points, and the points repartition is 200, 170, 150, 130, 115, 100, and so on. 15 interval, 1 more time, then 10 interval down to 45, and then 5 intervals down to 20 points, and then 2 intervals down to 10, and then 1 interval, so whatever. I mean, you just want to get the top points here. It is how it is, and let's see who's getting that first 10-pointer. What I don't like is that we don't have a widget here on the left side where we can see who's doing that, but that will go a little bit more, yeah, in our way in the actual quarterfinals, because quarterfinals will be played in the 3rd round. Because from 64 kind of people here, let's say like that, from a 64 format to a 32, and then from 32 to 16, and then we have 4 quarterfinals, and from then it will be a little bit easier. So currently it is Anix probably. It's Anix and not Alex. So now I got that right. I'm currently leading. Then we have Dionysos behind that. And also Sidu doing a good job here. But Dionysos with the attack on the inside has a better line here. Look at that speed, but he was clipping a little bit too much. So Anix is winning it here. Dionysos still gets 3rd. Joey actually snipes that 4th position with a good amount of speed. Fonter, Sinus Apple, Speed Self, and then Sika is there, which is 6k. 5, maybe. 5. No, wait. 5 is 5 and not 6. Nice try, Turbo. Nice London there. Yeah, I've already been told that, but whatever. Yeah, oh my god. Oh, come on. Like, I'm just... I got 2 names wrong in my first round. Come on. So, Alex is... So, can I call him Alex, or is it AQLX? I think it's Alex. Or Eclix. Is it Eclix or Alex? But yeah, then it's... whatever, guys. Not Alex. Okay, we got that out of the way. So, guys, stop laughing at me. Me and names, that is not a good combination. So, Eclix. And then we have Sika here. Yeah? Okay, good. So currently Elcon is leading. He didn't get himself a lot of points, but he is falling behind here again. Yeah, they're definitely weird. They're weird people. Yeah, come on guys, stop. So Elcon falling behind here. I mean, it's only the first round, but it's already becoming a meme. But whatever, so Elcon leading the way here onto the quarter pipe. And overtaking some people. So he's going over into that 8th position. But he's not winning that round. It's Eclix winning the round here. And then we have, yeah, some people behind that. But we cannot see that because the overlay is correlating with that. So we have Dionysos, Avion, Twini, Sidu, then Sika, Speedself, and Elcon behind that. So you really can see you want to land in the top 6. Because 6 positions already like getting 50% of the points from the first person. So, yeah, that's what you really want to get in, but it's Eclix with a very good start. And then we have Dionysos behind with 320 points, but look at the gap that he has already accumulated. So that is pretty huge. That is a pretty huge gap. I just have to say that. And then there's Sidu on third, Tweenie on the fourth, and then Joey. Yeah, the German hope here. The German hope in that fifth position. So I hope. So my kind of not side bet or something, but I'm really rooting for Joey today because he's from Germany and also a long supporter of my Twitch chat. But currently he is yeah, not doing that good in this round. Bonk. Come on, man. Okay, I can also not click here. But whatever. So Dionysos also with a mistake. So everyone who I am spectating falls apart. So let's take a look. Fonter was there. Where is he? There is he. What is that? What is that flag, man? What is that country? Nepal. Oh, right. Dude, when have I seen that? Oh, yeah, he's dead. He's dead as well. He cannot make that. So, yeah, I mean, so many things are happening on this map, and it's hard to spectate because I don't have an overlay on the left to see where the people are. But Fonter is able to finish here. Boom. Elcon wins it. Then we have Avion behind that. Then Aculex. Sido again with a good performance here. And then Ryrots on 5th position. Tommy, Sika, and Sinus Apple are in 6, 7, and 8. But yeah, Nepal Sack is really sick. I just have to say that. Yeah, it's the first round indeed. But currently Elcon. Where is he? Yeah, you're not in the top 4. Yeah, only 310 points. So Elcon not doing too good here. So let's jinx him a bit. No, just kidding. So yeah, let's see a round here from Elcon. Good start. So this time, a person that I'm spectating at the beginning is not making a mistake. That is cool to see. But Elcon also with a good line here overtakes Dionysos, and then we have Avion and Aculex in the lead. But Elcon gets a beautiful slide here, exiting a little bit earlier than the others, but it actually works out. So Elcon currently leading the round, so that is a nice execution. But then we also have Aculex attacking him. So we have a nice fight for that 200 pointer here between Elcon and Aculex. It's pretty close between them. Only have a couple of more track to go. 20 seconds it is, but Elcon is still leading here. Elcon's still leading. Aculex, however, comes dangerously close here. Only 0.10 between them. And the ending will decide it. Aculex with the attack there on the inside. Has a little bit more speed, though. And now the ending will decide it. Elcon goes so far, but Aculex wins the round here. 107.51 to take it into consideration. The WR on this track is a... Let me check. Is it? It is a 106.4 T4 by Aurel, but definitely a great round here. 1 second behind WR. That is certainly a good time. That is certainly a good time here by Aculex and also by Elcon on 0.6. Definitely winning material also for the upcoming rounds. And hello Iridium, and hello everyone else who just joined in. That is the first round here of the Fatal Cup 2. And with that in mind, we have done the first map. So now we got all the names correct, hopefully. So Aculex is not Anix. I thought I could combine there really, really nicely, but he's then on the other server. And then 6 is not 5. That's also for granted now, but whatever. So we have the first map done. And hello Omasticore as well. And let's go ahead here into the second one. It's Freeland. Freeland is the next map. So I've played all of those maps. Not really too much, I have to say, but I have played them a bit. We can see some PBs here by Sinus Apple, who was joining me. But of course, those PBs are in round spot. I'm not sure if there's a difference in this game, actually. I'm not sure, because there was in Daddy Manias and stuff, and locals and Trackmania Nations. But we're gonna see. So Freeland is the next map. And yeah, it was one of the first maps, or Freeland was one of the first maps that I've played from this competition. And the WR is by this guy here. It's by Aculex. It's a 51.22. So this map, you really have to get a good start. You can really risk it there. But also this ice section is really vital that you enter it in a good way in order to get yourself the grip here again. You can go for a slide or just steer a little bit to the right and then just full snap out of that. But it's really hard to do. Then also this full freewheel section, which you have to do full speed there, the zigzag, and exit it with a drift. And then of course the ending, it's not that hard though, but despite it's not being that hard, this drift here and also this full support, you have to align yourself a little bit correctly there, or you have to align yourself correctly there. You can definitely fail it. So yeah, those times are good here. 51.52 taken into consideration. That is almost a top 5 pace. But it is Sika winning this round. Sinus Apple in second. But of course, it's still one more warm-up before the live round. And we're going to go live now. So for the mic stuff, Turbo, just hit me up anytime. Ah, that's a nice thing to know here, Chili. Maybe you can write me a Discord DM. That would be very cool. And then we can declare everything. Because I definitely have to adjust my settings, you know. I definitely have to adjust them. So, let's go into the first round here and let's take a look onto AQLX, who has the WR on this track. So, currently he is leading the way here together with Joey and Sinus Apple, but then he clips on the inside and he did that mistake, so he's out on that. So, let's go ahead with Joey here and see how he's doing it. Currently he's leading and I think he's on a good time, but also Sido is doing really good. So, a player that I know that he plays the game and that he's good, but he is playing really consistent and also now goes for the overtake here and takes that first position. Jory on second, then we have Dionysos on third, and then Rywatts on fourth position. Elcon follows up in P5, and then Loic, Speedsev, and Fonter are behind that. So definitely not a bad round here, but the warm-up round was definitely... Yeah, I know that he played... It wasn't mean in a mean way, but... You know people like Sika or like Elcon, who really perform on a good level. I see him in competitions, but it seems that he has improved a lot. Maybe he's changed his name, I don't know. But you know, he plays really good here. I want to give him credits, you know? I want to give him credits that he's improving. And that's meant in a good way, because currently he's on second position, and it's definitely a very good performance here by him. A very, very good performance by Sido. Yeah, and I mean, consider that. Starting 1 year ago and playing like that, that's a sick performance, man. I just have to say that. So Sido, if you see that, keep it up. And it's Sika again, or someone made the mistake there. And also Sido here touching a bit. So he does not have to do a Fonter also with a full flip there into that. But Sido is able to overtake the one or another person. So let's go ahead here with Elcon and see if he can maybe make some damage here at the ending. He can overtake Sinus Apple and maybe someone else who makes a mistake there. But no, that is not the case. Who's getting first though? What a close fight. It's Joey winning it all here over Dionysos, 200ths of a second. Then we have AQLX behind that with 300ths. So nice to see that. Nice to see that. And Joey with his first round win, I think. But after that second place, it's definitely deserved in that first round. So Joey up with that and looking himself up into the scoreboard more and more to the top. Sido's playing for, TCH for orange. TH for orange. For the orange though. For what orange? Team Orange? Well, Kalabu, now you know how I feel when I missed my exam. But of course, it's not that terrible. You can still join, though. You can still join the server, I think. But, yeah, go ahead and do that. Or not, you know? Yeah, I know. I just was memeing because of V and the orange. THE Orange is a good team. You missed your exam by... thinking it's the next day. But all good. I passed every exam and I will pass that next one. All good. Yeah, Elcon with a mistake, true that. And AQLX winning it. Joey, Sinus Apple, Rywatts, and then Fonter. And then Sido can maybe overtake Fonter. No, he cannot. 12,000 of a second. And also a good time here by AQLX, 0.666. That's a good time. With that, he wins the round. Joey on P2, and then we have Sinus Apple on third position. So, we have one more round here, and then we're going to go to the next map. And currently, let's take a look who's in the top 16. Who's in the top 16? We have Cupra being the last player on P16, and then we have some So how this works. So the top 16 goes directly into the next round. Then we have 17, 18, 19, and 20 who will qualify to the loser round 1. Because the philosophy of those first rounds or first 2 rounds is... Oh, Sido is dead. Is that they want to have people to play more than just 1 round in order before they go out. So that's an important thing that they considered here, which I like. But of course the tournament will stall a little bit. But that's fine. So all good, all good. Let's see here. Joey currently leading again. So Joey really, he likes that map probably. But Avion and Sinus Apple with a better line over that part. But look here, Joey exiting a little bit better here by the looks of it. Avion had to risk a little bit too much. But it is Avion winning it here over Joey. Or is Sika overtaking Joey here? No, that's not the case. But Joey again with a good performance here. Avion on first with a .88. So you can see people are really pushing it here. But this map has a lot of long stretches that you have to cope. Especially this left-right turn with free wheel attached. There's not a lot happening. And usually the speed is similar to the other players. We will play all maps and top 16 qualify. No, we play only 4 maps. So this was map number 2. And then map number 3 comes now. So after 2 comes 3. Haha. No, it's 4 maps. 5th map is for fetching the results. So if you have any more questions on that first round, I'll be able to answer them. But this is the next map here. And that's the tag map. Avion has the WR here, by the looks of it. And he also has it offline with a 51.948. Then we have Rin behind that. And then also Sam with a .08. And Dionysos and Aurel one of the top 5. But this is definitely a map that is not easy to do. I can tell you that. But yeah, mistakes. I'm not sure if mistakes will happen here so rarely. Because this map is kind of easy. It's pretty open. And I would compare it with Trackmania Nations Tech a little bit. It has a little bit of the feeling of that. Because they're not really obstacles in the way. It has a lot of... everyone will advance into round 2. So why do we play this round? Well, okay. Whatever then. So it has a lot of long stretches where you have to align your car just correctly. And one wrong drift will definitely cost you a lot. And then maybe this ending can be messed up. Yeah. If you release in this turn. Let's see if Joey can actually make that jump. No, he cannot. Because he was jumping from too far to the right. But good luck. So this is only a seeding round by the looks of it. And no one will go out here. Not sure how many players are on server 1. But we're gonna see. So for Karabu, who wanted to play, you can still play, man. I think you can still join on your server and check if you can maybe make something happen there, or just, you know, then you were lucky, maybe. Then you were lucky, maybe. Let's go ahead here into the round as we see Dionysos leading. Together with Sidu, who's also doing very nicely on tech, but Dionysos with yeah, the attack here on the inside. But doesn't get a lot of speed here, as you can see. Sidu and also Sika are doing it way better. But now this part will decide Dionysos with the attack, and it will work out for him. It will work out for him, and he wins this round here with a 52.60. So definitely a good time here. Despite his little bit of a wonky line where he didn't transfer as much speed as possible. Then he wins it. Dionysos and first. Then we have a Sika behind that. And then also Sinus Apple. So not a tech player. He's a full speed player, but definitely a good performance here. 52.99 by Sinus Apple. Then Elcon on P4 and Sidu after that mistake on 5th position. So, next round is coming up. Round number 2. So we have 4 rounds on each map. And then there are 4 maps that will be played. So 16 rounds. Let's see who's a little bit further behind. We see Kupra, who is not playing here. Maybe he is just having some issues or something. But he has quit the server, which is feels bad, man. So Gregoril currently 5 seconds behind Podomi. Taking rather conservative racing lines, but still cool that he's playing. So kudos to him. And let's see what Wiquan can do. Let's see here. He is currently on 10th position. Also good speed here, so he will make that ending jump. And some people might fail it. No one actually failed it. Wiquan got overtaken here by Fonter as well. We have Sido winning it here over Sika. Then we have Aculex, Tommy, and Rywoods behind that. I actually haven't seen Tommy a lot here. And Tommy definitely a player who can make a tremendous amount of damage here in this competition as well. And might actually snipe a good position. So Tommy in 4th position with a 52.82. So let's go ahead with him in that 3rd round, because he's currently only quote-unquote on 10th position with 66 points though. So cool amount of points, I have to say that. And let's see how Tommy is doing that. The M2P player, not with a best start, but still didn't touch or make a major error here. So only 0.4, and he will capitalize from a lot of mistakes. And also gets a good line here, good amount of speed. So he can make something happen here. Elcon goes very wide there, as you can see. So he will have a lot of speed. As a consequence, you can see him zooping away. And with that in mind, Tommy will get overtaken by him, as you can see. But Tommy, good line here from him. He can come closer to Sinus Apple here a little bit. But also to Elcon. So let's see, can he snipe some positions in the ending or not? It is looking good for Tommy here. He has more speed than Sinus Apple, and he will do so indeed. So 6th position here for Tommy, staying ahead of Sinus Apple. Then we have Avion winning it with a 0.39. And then Sido behind that. Then there is Sika, Elcon, and Aculex in the top 5. Joey also with an 8th position, but only 75 points. But his point spread partition is really vital if you really have to get in that and those top spots, you know. And hello, Marcos. Hello. So Dionysos is leading, together with Sido and Aculex. Actually, it was a Wong display here. So Dionysos on 3rd. Then we have Sido and Aculex. And then Joey and Elcon are on 4 and 5. So seeding now matters. It is not about who goes through or not. But we're going to skip the first round by the looks of it. So let's go ahead. So guys, I'm gonna announce what I'm casting when today. Okay? Don't worry, be happy. All good, guys. So it's not GA, and yes, I'll be covering it. So all good, guys. So 0.3x is pretty fast actually by Abion, but he also has the WR. And then we have also Sido behind that. Foncher, Dionysos, Joey, also again with a good performance. But it seems that this map is either liked or disliked. But Sido with that comes dangerously closer to Aculex. So the battle for first is actually going on. The battle for first is still happening, yeah? So cool to see that. And yeah. I'm gonna announce everything that will happen after the first round, guys. So maybe I should actually mod, or are there any active mods? Or like maybe people can answer them if they come here and ask, because of course the first round is not really mattering too much. You know, the first round is not mattering too much because no one is going out. That's why I'm going into the chat a little bit more. But usually, you know, I'm not really interacting with the chat, as you guys know, when I'm casting. Sometimes I do that out of like memeing or whatever, you know, but in the next couple of rounds, there will be less and less chat interaction, you know? So, yeah. So all good in the hood, but I'm gonna announce everything in due time, and you guys have gathered the information. And maybe if you're not here for the whole time, of course I can understand that. But if someone is asking, it would be really nice if you could answer when I am yeah, like doing that. Or maybe I can create a command. I don't know how I'm gonna make that, but we're gonna figure something out, okay? So yeah. So yes, I'm gonna cast Gamers Assembly today, and yes, I will also cast this competition because they're not correlating. Yeah, I have a long day ahead of me, so yeah, I will probably cast till 11 today. So if this is not worth Prime Gaming, I don't know, man. But yeah, 9 hours of casting because I love it. Yeah, I just say that just because I like that. But yeah, take a look here. It's Dirtopia by Stranger. So definitely a map that is not easy to do. I have to say that it's not an easy map, but a map that I I like a lot, especially this ending. So it's the WRs by Sam here, a 1 minute .69. So not 60, but 69. Huh? And then there's Insanity behind that with a 78. So Sam definitely also shows that he is a good player. But let's go ahead and see who's winning that first round, because we have 4 more rounds here on this track, on Dirtopia. Also a cool map name. And let's see if maybe someone can come anywhere closer to that point 60, because Dirt is pretty momentum based. I have to say that. Dirt is pretty momentum based, and with that in mind, you really have to hold your gear, because then the other part will get like is similar to what you've practiced on a good run. And if you lose your gear, you lose your whole momentum. But currently a good run here by Avion, Sidu, Elcon, and also Aculex. But it's Elcon who falls a little bit behind. So let's go with Elcon and see what the top pack is doing. Sidu also now with the attack on Aculex, maybe he can get himself a little bit more speed or an inside line. Let's take a look here, but I think it's not enough. Elcon with a weird line there, going super inside. But it is Aculex winning it here over Sidu. And then Elcon snipes that 3rd position here over Avion. And then Dionysos, Tommy, Sika, and Joey. So great round here to start it off with. But you can see the times are not anywhere closer towards or to the WR. It's a 101.37 compared to a 1 minute .60. So definitely not a not the fastest times. But of course, it's a pretty hard map. It's long, it's dirt, you can lose your gears, you can get weird gear ups, weird gear downs. The misalignment is really, really punishing here on this map, and I felt it myself when I was playing that map. So where to go, making a mistake, as well as Wekwan. So they're unfortunately out here of that battle. Also Kaito and Tommy are doing too good, and also this guy here, the King guy. What was his let me try to pronounce that. King Chopakik. King Chopakik. Okay. Okay. Mod check. Bonk. Yeah, I was thinking that we had this spectating bug again for a moment, but that wasn't the case. So Sido is leading here, and Sido with that goes for the attack on Aculex, because he doesn't have the best round, and this could be the battle that we should look out for here for that first position, actually. As Elcon gets 2nd, Joey on 3rd, but also a great time here by Sido, a 1:01.4. Every time like 1 second closer, or in the 1 second range of the WR, I would consider as good, and Sido wins it here. And with Elcon, Joey, Stones, Sika, Wywoods again in the top 6. Tweenie and Aculex, so that's what I was talking about. It is 125 points that he will gain, and with that in mind, he comes dangerously closer and only 7 points away here from to Aculex, and this could definitely be him maybe even taking that victory here, because this dirt map suits him very good. And this is a very tremendous or a very good performance by Sido here, who I didn't have on my radar, but is definitely a player not to underestimate after that performance. And the other things that he has pulled up on the other maps. So really cool to see Sido here playing that good. I mean, someone said that he has only played 4 a certain amount of time for 1 year, and for that it is a tremendous and good performance here by Sido, and currently he's leading again. However, Avion with that inside approach, coming a bit closer, was holding his gear, but here he was raising a little bit too much, so Avion falls onto that second position. And with that, also Elcon is behind him. But Sido with a very good performance here. And with that, he can claim his victory. But he makes the mistake. But he just has to make sure to stay ahead of Aculex. So that's the fight that we are focusing on right now. And currently, they are in an even fight here. The Sun player and Sido. Let's take a look here on this ending. Elcon with a mistake there. Aculex with a little bit more speed. Who's going to take that second position? It could be Aculex or Sido. Actually, Sido snipes it there. And Aculex falls down to P4. So what a great fight here for that second position. It is Avion winning it, though. But you could have seen here, this ending and all the endings, or some endings here, are really open for those battles. But with that, he is getting himself that first position. And I mean, 170 to 130 points that you get for that fourth and second position respectively is a tremendous difference. And Sido takes it, and he's up to 2,088 points. And he just has to stay ahead of Aculex in order to claim himself that victory here and that top seat. So last round it is here. And Elcon again, good dirt line here. Gets himself a little bit more speed than Sido. Also here, very wide line here for Elcon because you have a long stretch, but I think it's not really paying off that much. You can see Elcon falling a bit behind, but still is in the battle, as you can see on the C piece there. So let's go with Elcon 21. The Czech hope, the Czech powerhouse. He's a very good player, and definitely this game really helped him to rise even more, to improve as a player. One cup of a day is really playing outstandingly good, and currently he's going on that attack here on Avion. So we have a great fight here for that first position between Avion, Sido, and Elcon. Who's gonna take it? Elcon probably goes for that line. Yeah, for that inside line again. Goes for the speed though. Goes so close there. Can he snipe that first position? And Elcon is doing that. Elcon is doing that. Sido on second. Avion on third. And then we have Sika on fourth. But with that in mind, Aculex with a mistake. And it is Sido winning it here. So Sido in first, and definitely a great performance here by Sido, surprisingly winning the server. So really cool to see that. Then Aculex, Dionysos, and then Joey will get overtaken by both Avion and Elcon. So Elcon and Joey just swap positions, and Elcon up to P4.